Hey, Mr. Man. Little peeper. Yeah, he's kind of committed to not moving now. It's cool that he let me grab him. Chubby belly. Put him back. There we go. So this is the train tracks. Bro. It's gonna be a walk along the train tracks. About 3.5 miles from this point to the end. So this is gonna be one of my bigger walks. It's gonna be a 9-10 mile round trip. But nice little four-wheeler. It's my first time on it. In general, seeing if there's any persimmons. And if there are, see if they're ripe. So here's one train bridge. Someone did a campfire at some point. This is Matthews Stream down there. It freaks me out a little too much to bend over the edge. Matthews Stream on the other side. This is low water. It's actually kind of cool that Matthews Stream is still flowing. Granted, we got like 4 inches of rain not too long ago, and then rosebud seed pods. Not good. This could be interesting. Red right there, and right there it's turned purple. Yeah, fall came in. Looks like it almost comes in clusters. Just the, oh no, the other clusters fell from up high, something up top. Are single berries. I'm gonna have to look into what they are. Leaves alternate off the stem. They'll show up. Berries and clusters. Small clusters. Looks like no more than 2 per cluster. Usually 1. Start off red, turn black. Very interesting. Not a whole lot there, but there's almost looks like a little grove of them. Yeah, I gotta probably working on 7 inches, maybe 8 inches now of rain since the dry season ended a few weeks ago. It's been rainy for, I don't know, 2 weeks. Got like 8 inches of rain over that 2-week period, which is probably why Matthew stream is flowing. Even part of the first stream is flowing now, and a headwater. Water pockets. And most of the minnows died in the little pools. Made a lot of good food for the critters, I'm sure. More four-wheeler paths. Yeah, cool thing about being in this area is everyone goes quadding. So it's like four-wheeler paths, and they maintain, you know, this. You know, this isn't, I'd be surprised if the county maintained this. This is probably just recreational people. They don't want to use it for four-wheeling, so they go out brush hogging it. You know, people just do brush hogging and stuff. I don't even know what brush hogging is, but that's what they call it. Sounds like what it is just pulling a mower behind a quad or something to make a trail. But it makes the deep woods a lot more accessible, having paths which are compacted so you don't sink into the mud and you're not fighting the brambles and all that jazz, the briars. There is a lot of offshoots from this. I didn't think they had that many ramps coming off of it. Mulberry right there, tree, no fruit. Saturday, but rainy pretty much all yesterday. You know, it's a 24-hour period. It probably rains 18 hours of it. Mostly just a light sprinkle like this, but it adds up over the 18 hours. And it's supposed to be the same thing today, so people are like, yeah, we won't go out. Well, tomorrow's going to be sunny, so they're supposed to, they'll probably come out tomorrow when it's sunny. They're just taking it easy today because of the rain. So it'll make today a good hiking day. Yeah, and because it's rainy. So, got the 32 rafters up and blocked in, you know. This is the first major rain, you know, 18 hours yesterday, and probably about, it'll end up being the same thing today. Just kind of a steady drizzle, just about the whole day long. Oh, wow. Looks like a roof. There's a structure. Not supposed to be any structures out here. Supposed to be backwoods. I wonder if it's one of the old buildings from back when this was lived in, or if it's an actually used building. I think it's huge, whatever it is. Can't really tell. It's just a big wall of white right now. Like a cluster of structures over there, it looks like. I don't think it's going to show on the camera. Kind of see how that white line, it's like a ridge. That's a small structure. This is so bright in this camera. Kind of see the ridge right there, that white line running horizontals. Like another ridge. And that's the big one. It's like a warehouse or something. Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot where I'm at. The actual main road runs over there. And this is probably just some structure coming off of that main road. Like the highway that people actually use still. I haven't been out here yet. And it's, I know there's persimmons on the shoreline, but I don't know if they're out here, and I don't know if they're going to be ripe yet. And if they're not ripe, I might miss an opportunity when they are ripe. This may be my last opportunity before they're overripe. Or second to last opportunity before they're overripe. I don't want to waste it going after some that I do know are there, but I'm guessing are unripe yet. And then going back to the shoreline again. Third time. Some kind of a notice posted on that tree. Yeah, there's the road right there. Wow, this is trippy. I actually come right up on the road and I parallel it by just a thin strip of forest. I wonder if, or maybe a little stretch, I wonder if this is that stretch. Still getting closer to the road. Good thing about having an umbrella is not only do you stay dry, you also don't look like a hobo, and people aren't gonna stop while they're driving on the road thinking that you're just walking with a broke down car. Offer your rides, see you with an umbrella, and I'm wearing a backpack. Probably figure I'm just out for a stroll like you do on the rainy days. Yeah, so I got all the blocking, tying those 32 rafters into place. Bad thing about the rain is it'll warp the blocking, warp your rafters. So they bow and the cup, and they do all this and all that. But having the blocking in locks them into place so that they won't warp as bad. This will be 2 days of rain, and then I got at least 2 days of sun after this. Tomorrow and Monday are supposed to be sunny, and that's as far as the forecast went this morning. But 50 minus 4, 46 minus 32, 14. Yeah. Some nice fall colors. Sweet gums. What? Well, no, I don't know what those are. Sweet gums turn a nice red. I thought those were sweet gums. Oh, look at those. Got 14 rafters to cut out and put up and block. And then it's just kind of waiting on a delivery from our rafters. The last 4. But hopefully get them cut and put up over the next 2 days and get the basic blocking in. So if it does start raining after 2 days again, they won't warp too bad. Once they're blocked, it's kind of stable. Yeah, don't want to be doing that in the rain though. Can't work while you're holding an umbrella. 70 degrees. So, you know, it's been cooler. Yeah. 50s, 60s. Next 2 days it's gonna be 60s. Seems like it's warmer on the rainy days when it's raining. That's kind of bringing in stuff. There's the highway. Yeah, this old train bridge actually becomes a road, I think. It's got a road name and cuts through a network of railroads, paved roads. So let's see how official it gets. Pretty deep potholes right in there. Short. Just a suggestion. Probably that property back there, you know, in between here and the road. This old drawbridge is like public, or everyone uses it like it's public. It's interesting. That is a massive stone culvert, concrete culvert. Guessing running under this. Comes out right there. So the person's signs are on that side of the railroad tracks. There's no signs on this side of the railroad tracks. That's probably a safe bet to say that this side's public, and that's why all of the four-wheeler off-ramps are on this side. And not on that side. I just want to see if there's anything in this culvert. Finish with hike. This is interesting. I want to say this is like a sugar maple leaf. Let's see the pop apart. briars. Good thing they're edible, or else it would just be a pure nuisance. So that could be where the gold is. The glory hole. Is insanely plain Jane. I figured it'd be like bats or swallow nests or something. But there's nothing. Or maybe like someone would have walled it off to turn it into a bunker. Even though the bunker would flood. So it still might do it. Don't see too many concrete culverts these days. Old school. Where did I go? Oh, over there. I almost wore my long boots to keep my legs dry. I figured I wouldn't be walking through too much brush. And those being boots, I would trap it in my sweat, being rubber. Trap it in my sweat. And my legs would end up being more wet from wearing the boots. Yeah, 70 degrees. Whoops. There you go. I'm dripping sweat. It's cool, but insanely humid. Any kind of smooth, flat surface that has a lot of mass, so it doesn't want to change temperature fast. It takes a while. This is running with water droplets. Found a shoreline pumpkin. Pumpkin growing on the lake shore, which is just incredibly awesome. More so than just that, you know, it's probably a pie pumpkin, sugar pumpkin. It's a small pumpkin and it looks the size and shape of a pie pumpkin, so a sugar pumpkin. So it's kind of like a mouse walking along the garage floor and it finds this block of cheese on this pedestal, and it's like, wow, this is, and the block of cheese shouldn't be there. Blocks of cheese don't occur in nature, and neither should pie pumpkins grow along the lake shore. But it's like when you see that block of cheese, you gotta grab it and take it. So that's what I did with the pie pumpkin. It wasn't a trap yet, but I haven't made a pie out of it yet. So we'll see. You know, it could be like an alien putting a transponder inside the pumpkin. So when you eat the pumpkin, the transponder goes inside you and sends out location signals. Nah, but you never know what it could be. It's definitely an odd find. Pie pumpkin growing out in the middle of nowhere on the lake shore, rocky lake shore. I forgot where I was going with that. And maybe find something cool out here. Two things in general are persimmons and chicken of the woods. mushrooms. Persimmons I actually want. Make some pie fillings or some jellies out of it. Basically, I just want to can it. So, I'm thinking my next canning endeavors are going to be some more desserts. But kind of more like normal desserts. Some cans, pumpkin pie. Which is basically, a jar. I'm going to do some graham cracker with some lard and sugar, salt, mixed together, crunched up and, mushed. Line the inside of the jar like that and pour in the pumpkin pie filling. It just is, tricky part is cooking the pumpkin. Really too wet. You'll be cooking outside, but too warm to be cooking inside. And that's fine, unless you're trying to bake. Like very much cut the pumpkin in half. I want to save the seeds, scatter them around my top planter, and then take some of them and scatter them around the lake shore. Ooh, God. There's an owl up there or something. Go up into the trees. Basically, cut the pumpkin in half, take out the seeds, plant those, and then something. Soft and mushy. Then peel it and mush it up with some eggs and some sugar and some salt and some pumpkin pie spice, which seems like mostly cloves with a little bit of cinnamon and ginger, but heavy on the cloves. I got pumpkin pie spice I'm going to use. Pour that could be a soupy mixture. Pour that soupy mixture into the graham cracker line jar and then load up the pressure canner with the jars and cook a bunch of canned pumpkin pies. That way. And the crust is going to get soggy, but that doesn't bother me. It's basically going to be a graham cracker lining, just a different texture and a different taste when I'm eating the pumpkin pie. And the thing is, it's fun to eat, whole pumpkin pies, just making a project out of it for the day, eating the pumpkin pie for the day. But it's not good on the waistline. Oh, and they say the people that are into the ketogenic diets, which is high fat, high protein, no carbs, no sugars, they're like, you get cholesterol buildup from it's like a bunch of these little potholes stringing along because it's so much rain. They're little puddles, little ponds. I'm like 6 inches deep right here. I'm on the fringe of it. I don't really want to try the center. And it looks like a great home for a water moccasin. I think this is about where the owl was. Yeah, they're saying that the keto people say you get the cholesterol not from fat and lard, but from sugar and bread and those kinds of carbs. And those carbs get processed into cholesterol. I love science. They say everything in a definitive tone, yet are completely undefinitive. This is kind of, you know, this is a huge one. They're definitive, it's just their best guess. I guess it's the impact of it. And you see these people doing these THC vaping or something. And now they got trash lungs and all that jazz. And who knows what kind of new lung disease. But don't worry, it's safe. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Quitting an addiction isn't fun. It isn't easy. But it's kind of... I guess depending on the actual addiction. Several months, you know, and then kind of the level of addiction, you know, minor addiction, several years, you know, to be completely off something. And then, you know, depending on how much of a victim you want to be, you could say a lifetime, you know, to get over something. But it's like, even in that extreme victimhood stance, you know, like a lifetime fighting some kind of a substance abuse, still nothing, you know, like a lifetime is a long time, but it's just a blink of an eye, you know, in eternity terms. Ooh, a witch's cauldron, sweet! Is this real? No. I thought that was cast iron. That would have been sweet if it was cast iron. Really heavy. You know, I probably wouldn't be able to hump it out of here. I'd probably have to run it to the road and then drive my car around to the road and load it into the car. And a cast iron thing like that, that would be nice. I like cast iron. Another little culvert. That was. Yeah, in terms of eternity, lifetime is nothing, you know. The struggles and the pains and the hardships that occur in life, they're real, but they're minute nothing, you know. It's kind of like a, you know, at 1 second of one day, 38 years ago, the wind blew your hair in a particular manner. You know, you don't even remember that, you know, when it did that. That's kind of like that wind on blowing your hair right in that one instance. It's like all the pain and stuff of your entire lifetime, you know, in terms of eternity, you know, and it's, you know, in terms of eternity, it's even, you know, more minuscule, the hardships of this life. Definitely not fun going through it. The withdrawals and all that. But it's not bad. This reminds me of Wisconsin Dells, the rock like that. This they just cut out, dug this out for their train. This wasn't normal. Might be a good spot to pan for gold. Now that all of that rock face is exposed, all of that depth you know, if there was ever any gold, you know, in that rock, would have crumbled and settled out down here at the base. Maybe I'll do some panning of this material at some point in time. Yeah, and then if there's actually gold there, you can do some test pans, you know, and it's kind of, see at what level you find gold. And you know, the gold is from that point up, you know. And the last point you find it, that's kind of roughly the level that the gold's occurring at. Got cloud moving in, walking through some fog. And this opens up into a gravel road. This road eventually goes down to the lake. This gravel road that's cutting across. So I guess this probably would have been a closer spot to haul the cauldron to, following it down. I guess it's right here. You can drive right up. Don't mind me. So this is like what deers do all the time. Just walking across the road. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. This is blacktop that's been coated with this gravel. Like this gravel is just set in a bed of tar. It's locked in place with tar. I've never seen that before. I mean, it's kind of like a roof, you know how you would make a roof. You put down the tar and then the gravel over it, or how they used to do it. I probably don't do that anymore these days. I don't know. I feel I should know this. This is rose hips. Some kind of a rose. That's what this is. Rose hips make a good tea. Those ones didn't have much flavor. Good source of vitamin C, but they're full of hairs and seeds. So, I mean, they come in different sizes. Those ones are really tiny. That's why I didn't think they were rose hips. Like a tea or a jam or a jelly or something. More or less just a flavoring agent, but if desperate, you could eat them. Hard to say how much is digestible. Just poop out the seeds, I guess. Whole. If you eat too many of them, maybe get constipated with a big bunch of seeds blocking you up. Now it's crazy. You know, technology is like one of the most shared addictions. You know, people addicted to technology, and they think they can't live without it. You know, it's kind of like they get a smartphone, and it's kind of they get hooked on it instantly. You know, it's kind of like heroin, and then they think they can't live without a smartphone. You know, or they get a car, and they think they can't live without a car. You know, they get hooked on it. You know, they're addicted to the technology, and they think they can't live without it. The old TV right there. People are living without that TV just fine. A lot of garbage. It's nice for end time stuff. You know, you can always rummage through the garbage and maybe find something that you need. Well, never mind, that you think you need. You're addicted to thinking you need it. And granted, people live in places and in situations where they may actually literally need it now. You know, like living in Alaska or something. You know, you probably need some kind of technologies. But definitely don't need half of them. And it's kind of like, it's a rough addiction to break, getting off of it, with technology. But once you're off of it, it's kind of like, you know, being off of the alcohol, or being off of the cigarettes, or being off of the crack, or whatever. You know, it's kind of like, you know, so many months it's rough, and then so many years it's kind of tricky. You know, you're kind of like, yeah, it would be nice to, you know, have that technology. But then after 5, 10, 15 years, whatever, you're just completely off of it, and it's just kind of like, huh. You know, and then you may get the extreme victim, which is just, you know, suffering without their cappuccino machine or something. Whatever that thing is. Espresso machine. And it's kind of like, you know, being drunk or high or whatever. Kind of like a sumacs. Kind of, oh, that's probably what those things were. Those were sumac pods. Someone's gloves. It's maybe the, maybe coming up on the Turkey mudflats. Oh, nice. That's a stream back there. It's kind of a really wide, slow-moving mudflat stream. I should probably be quiet for the turkeys. See if we can catch some turkeys out here. I haven't seen any turkeys yet, which is kind of surprising. Thought I would have seen turkeys by now. Probably been talking too much. That's the lake. That's big, open, grassy area. Grassy, muddy. Let's see what we got. Weather. Maybe they're all just roosting in the trees. I guess it would be trippy to see one just sitting up in a tree. I haven't been looking up into the trees. I probably should have been. Turkey mudflats. It's taking a while to get to the bridge. Mudflats stretch back there quite a ways. It looks like there's houses on the other side of that ridge. There's kind of a couple people living over in that way. People or businesses. That's where the highway's on the other side of that ridge. Probably a half mile away. Still, you know, a good distance away, but you know, the society does start up pretty quickly on the other side of these mudflats. Good thing is you gotta cross the mudflats to get over here. You probably won't do that. Yeah, so it's nice, you know, using the thing, you know, the substance or the technology, you know, it's nice for a while, but eventually it gets to become a problem. You know, like with my smoking. I thoroughly enjoy smoking, but cigarettes, but make them, you know, too hard to breathe, and just, you know, tons of phlegm in the throat because of the cilia, or, you know, the little hairs not being able to get the phlegm out of my throat. The drinking, you know, it's just like being tired when you wake up. You don't sleep good. You don't get your REMs. Having the big swollen liver. And that's just, you know, mild right there. That's the precursor to the, you know, the cancer and the cirrhosis and those serious issues that you get. And it's kind of like technology is getting to be the same way. You know, it's all fun and games back when you had an ice cooler and a black and white TV, you know, or oil lamps, you know. That kind of level of technology was just kind of fun and games technology, and then it gets to be like, you know, the 1980s, where your car is cranking out smoke exhaust. Here, turkey, turkey, turkey. Here, turkey, turkey, turkey. A floating puddle. This is kind of the cool level of technology. We have puddles above streams going into lakes. We have coal-fired power plants doing all the acid rains. Feels like England. Puget Sound. This is like a Mary Poppins situation right here. This umbrella just wants to fly. Catches the wind like a sail. Ooh. Getting to be some strong angular winds. 30 degrees. Angle, 30-degree angle. Some nice fall colors. These came in the last week, the fall colors. And no turkeys meandering into the thing, into the view. I don't know, it'll be like little underwaters. Right there will be a island, you know, the edge of an island right there, and all that'll be underwater. Yeah, well, I think we're to the cancer stage of technology right now, the cirrhosis stage. That's the fun level. To the level now where it's just self-destructive, you know, but people are addicted, you know, the kind of all this, I don't know, social medias and stuff, where they got 1,000 Facebook friends and no real life friends, you know. Too addicted to get off of it. But it is nice once you get off of that kind of entertainment, natural entertainment, kind of like doing things. Nice glade back there, bunch of fresh mud grass that's getting flooded. I don't see any turkeys though. Yeah, when you're doing things for entertainment, you're being productive. You know, like looking for persimmons. Oh, you find some nice persimmons. And some nice pawpaws to eat. Or you're just getting some exercise. You're learning the land and appreciating it. Or better yet, you know, you have your friends and loved ones there and you're doing the things with them, you know, passing on that knowledge and all that to your children. Those skill sets are building, you know, better, it could be a loaded word, but better future for, you know, you and your spouse, you know, knowing where these fruit trees are, these mushrooms are, these clams are, you know, or, you know, having this setup, that setup, you know, building this, building that, you know, together, doing those projects and things, and it's kind of like that becomes the entertainment, you know. And that's like healthy entertainment right there. It's productive and it's healthy, you know, it's making you use your, you know, like making traps to trap animals or fish, or making nesting boxes for, you know, keeping rabbits or whatever the project is. You know, you're being physical, using your body, and you're using your mind, you know, it's making you think and apply stuff, you know, it's kind of just good. So you don't get days back, you know, times like that, you know, brutal, where you can't get the days back, and it seems like best way to spend the days is in real situations, doing real things, which is not technology. Technology, society, all that is just a figment of our imaginations. You know, we have an idea, we make it into reality, but it's still not reality. It's only there because of our imaginations. It's not there because of the natural laws and forces and all that. Coming down pretty hard. I'm glad I brought my umbrella. Umbrella's a nice piece of technology. And a backpack. Some technologies are just pretty awesome. But then it's kind of like, if I didn't have an umbrella or a backpack, I would just be probably walking around naked, and I'd be getting a shower while I'm walking. You know, it'd be better for me, you know. So kind of the whole thing is soaps and stuff. Power lines, wow. I don't know there's power lines out here. Must be coming up on the society. Oh, that must be the road right there. So there's a couple structures, buildings and roads and things that I'm probably coming up on. It's like soap. It kills your good bacteria, you know, like there's bacteria and things everywhere, and there's bacteria that eat the oil and the odors and all that on your body. But when you're using all these soaps and deodorants, those are killing the good bacteria, which take care of your oils and odors. And then it's just the nasty bacteria that can survive. You know, the real hardcore ones survive all your soaps and deodorants and things. And it's those, like a deer crossing the road. There's a house over there. I don't want to record it. Yeah, it's just those bad bacterias and things. Not bad, but the ones that make you smell and don't do anything good for you. Those ones can survive your soaps and deodorants. You stop doing those, and then you get a better balance of body bacteria going on. And then, you know, you still need to wash and all that. So if I didn't have an umbrella or a backpack, I'd be getting my wash right now. It's kind of like, you don't need soaps and all that. You just let the bacteria eat the crud off of you, and you go for a walk in the rain to rinse off. Easy peasy. But I mean, it's kind of, I'm still addicted to my umbrella technologies and my backpack technologies. I haven't quite gotten over those addictions yet. You need those addictions. You need your umbrella addiction in order to maintain your video recording addiction, your camcorder addiction, because or else your camcorder gets wet. I like this tree. It's just got a nice look about it, and a lot of little berries. Little green berries. It's not raining, don't worry. Forecast called for sun and a light southerly breeze. This must just be a quick little cloud that'll pass over before the sun comes out. No. It's supposed to rain all day. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to rain all day. Like it's 100% chance of rain, which pretty much means rain all day out here. Yeah, it's some hardcore rains. This is probably about a 2 to 3 inch per hour rain right here. Yeah, if this keeps up for an hour, get another 2 or 3 inches. Yeah, my water jugs are full. My cans. I'm still filling up my actual 1 gallon jugs, but it's not really a hurry now. You know, before I was doing concrete, which takes a lot of water. You know, it's like a ton of water. Doing concrete in the middle of a drought. You know, that uses up your water. But this is the rainy season, and I'm not using water for anything. You know, I don't need to water any plants. Don't need to mix any concrete. I will be washing the slab though, the basement floor. Once I get the roof on it, I'm gonna wash it. Get everything kind of cleared off of it. And clean it. Maybe wash it 1/2 at a time. And then level it out some more. It's a little too rough to tile. Wow, this is steep. Corn cob or corn husk, corn stalk. Yeah, I'm not seeing any fall chicken of the woods, so maybe the variety that grows around here is a springtime variety. Spring/summer. Nice little four-wheeler crossing on both sides of the thing. So we must be out of that private property range now on this side. Must be back to the Publix. This is why I didn't want to do any constructions. Kind of I got wood and all that piled up and covered up, and it takes like 30 minutes just to get things uncovered and unpiled. And so it'd be like the rain dies down, it's like, oh, I can get something done. And get it uncovered, unpiled, and then it's raining again, you know, and at the end of the day, I get nothing done except get all of my wood wet. That's just kind of trying to fight the environment and the circumstances of the situation. Might as well just go with it. You know, it is what it is, make the most of it. Rainy day. You could call that a lemon if you're trying to do construction. But it's a lemonade if it's a Saturday and it's keeping everyone off of the trails, so you got the trails to yourself and can go hiking. Beautiful. That's not though. That looks like it's gonna go over my boots. This looks like a really deep one. So the question is, do I try to go along the shore or not? Wow. Ew. Poison ivy. Then you got this root beer tree. Sassafras right there. A little bit of bad mixed in with the good. Now this is perhaps the best legacy of mankind right here. These roads and trails and bridges and all that jazz. They'll just make traveling that much easier when you're traveling by foot. Foot, wagon, goat, horse, whatever, bicycle. Relatively level, free of objects that give you sprained ankles and things. Granted, cars and trains and all that are, I think, you know, ruining society and humanity, contributing to the moral decay, but the paths that they go on are still nice paths. Dark. I don't know if it's just mud in the water or if it's really deep water. I don't want to get my feet wet when I got a 9-mile hike. You don't want water in your boots and wet feet. Makes for a rough time. Definitely not as enjoyable as it could be. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be all these puddles on this thing. It looks like from that little bit of mud flat turkey mud flat hike. It looks like something. Oh, it looked like the old rail line would be on a raised bed above the surrounding terrain, but in this spot it's just in a low area. In a lot of spots it's just in a low area. These water's brackish from all the tannins out of the leaves. You never know. Ooh, I hear something. A four-wheeler. This is a four-wheeler trail. I may have my first encounter with a wild four-wheeler in the wild. Pretty crazy. Four-wheelering in the rain, unless they're like got a cover, a roof on their four-wheeler. Otherwise, all that rain would be getting in your eyes when you're trying to drive. You end up crashing. Some nice bentonite slopes, bentonite hills. Ooh, that was some thunder. Good thing I got a generic umbrella that's mostly plastic. Bentonite is slick. Slick clay under the water. And it doesn't even really look like railroad tracks anymore. But it is. Wow, old railroad tracks. Kind of just looks like a series of puddles. Let me switch hands. There we go. Uh-oh. Dead eagle. Tail feathers are a lot longer than I thought they would be. I didn't think they were that big. Looks relatively fresh. Less than a week old. Crazy no coyotes have found it yet.